What's up, y'all? It's your girl New, and I am back with another video. Yep, back to back, like like a fishing rod. And I've never been fishing before. Anyway, I wanted to talk to y'all because I am in my old neighborhood where I used to live at. And when I say I do not, like, some days I have a little bit, just not even an ounce, maybe not even a grain of salt worth of regret, but just like I'm trying to think, what are they called? I don't know. But the things that are smaller than a grain of salt, I can't think of it right now, y'all, because y'all know I went to sleep after work. I'm sorry for that noise. That's somebody being loud outside. It's like, calm down. I have this one because it's chilly in Philly because it's raining. Anyway, I had like a little bit of like regret and was like thinking, oh my goodness, I think I moved too fast. But I knew how it made me feel inside, living in that low income place, living in a ghetto, living in a hood where all they do is gang bang and the violence is through the roof. You know, like, violence was walking past my door. Violence was behind my house. Like, I couldn't even sleep. One night, y'all, I got woken up out of my sleep to, like, just loud gunfire. And I was so scared because it sounded like somebody was literally shooting at my back door. Like, it sounded like they was standing right at my back door. And that was the last straw for me. Like, it was a lot of things that happened. Not to me, not anything that had to do with me personally, but it happened around my house where I was living at with my children. And when I say for the life of me, I couldn't take it anymore. I was not going to take it anymore. I just felt like I was not going to settle anymore. If I have to be uncomfortable for a little while, me and my children, so that, I can get them where I want them to be at in life and get myself to the next point in life, that's what it has to be. That's just what it is. Y'all know what I'm saying? And me being around here lets me know is complete validation why I don't need to regret moving even a tiny bit, even a micro little bit, okay? Because it's what was best for me and for my children. Like, I just feel like safety is first. If you can't lay down in your bed and sleep at night, it's really like, that's not a peaceful life. That's not living. That's living in fear, and I never was really well rested. I would go to sleep and wake up tired as crap because my mind racing all night while I'm asleep. I'm worried, It was just a mess. It's just like, I just didn't have time for that anymore. And I felt like I knew that it was time for a change. So I'm still going through changes, guys. And I just wanted to talk to y'all about that today. Like, me being in this neighborhood where my old house was at lets me know, like, girl, you did what you had to do. And what you did was the right thing to do. So, yeah. But I can't lie. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. Even more than 100. Maybe like 100 past 3. 103. My girl Kristen say 100 past 2. 102. That's my girl. Shout out to her. Kristen Renee. Follow her. She's good on YouTube. And I started looking in the rear reviewer. But anyway, I just feel like I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Like I was saying, it is uncomfortable. The transition is new. It's uncomfortable. It's one day I don't feel a thing. It's the next day I'm just at work, doing my schoolwork, doing what I got to do, being a mom, attending to my kids and stuff like that. And then by the end of the day, I'm swamped, tired after doing all of my mom duties and the things that I need to do for myself. Whereas though I don't really have time to process how I feel, what emotions I'm going through or anything like that. And I really like it that way. A lot of times for me, I like to go through life, especially obstacles, I guess I will call them, or adversities, challenges. And I don't really like to get wrapped up in the way I feel, because I feel like sometimes our emotions will alter, you know, which way we're going. You know, sometimes your emotions get the best of you, and I just don't have time for that right now. The only thing I have time for is making sure that I am healthy enough mentally to keep going every day. That is all. And that my children are healthy mentally and physically and happy. That is it. Nothing else. I don't have time to weep and dwell, and I'm not doing it. I'm just trying to get to the next phase in my life by any means. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what I'm on. But the journey is a journey. It's a process. It's annoying. It's aggravating. It's getting turned down from apartments and houses. It's, oh, your credit score is not this. Like, is that kind of stuff that kind of annoys me a little bit. But I learned not to get annoyed with it anymore, because I go in now knowing that I'm going to get a yes. But before I get the yes, I'll get a lot of no's, probably. And I'm okay with that. So, that's what I'm on. I am going to get my credit repaired from my sis. She's really my aunt, but I call her my sis. But she's like maybe like a few years younger than me. Not a lot of years, but just a little bit. But that's my girl. Get with her. She fixed credit and everything like that. She do credit repair courses where so you can learn how to fix your own credit. She do Airbnb hosting with her friend. Like, she's really good. Her name is Ivana Imani. Or is it Ivana? I'm going to put it down in the description box below for you guys, okay? So that you guys can follow her, and the girl Kristen Renee, so that y'all can follow her, because she's so motivating, you know, and she's relatable. She's a mom. She's been through the struggle just like some of us have or are going through. You are never alone. And I just wanted to tell y'all that, because at work last night, I had a thought, like, I was just feeling so, like, drowned. Like, I felt like, literally, like I couldn't breathe. Seriously. And I came to my car. It was time to pray Fajr at like 3:55. I made wudu at work. I came to my car. Oh, no, I was already in wudu. I came to my car and I prayed. And I just really, y'all, I really asked God to just please remove this heavy feeling from me. My heart is so heavy that I'm feeling tired. One thing about me, I never, ever in my life get to the point where I'm so tired of keeping it pushing every day, where I'm just drained. I never get like that, no matter what's happening in my life. Like, I'm very strong, and I like that about me. So I just, you know, ask God, you know, I always carry the weight of the world on my shoulder. Please allow me to keep doing that with grace and without feeling so, you know, drained and just heavy. And please grant me and my kids peace, you know, soon. Like, let me not have to carry the weight of the world on my shoulders eventually. You know, let us live peacefully at heart. So today, guys, I'm not lying. I feel so good. Like, I went to sleep, woke up, got freshened up, prayed. I'm waiting for my babies to come off their school bus. Well, camp bus. They're in summer camp, but they have their bus to and from camp. But I feel so, I just thank God. Like, I just say, if y'all going through anything, whatever God you believe in, hold tight to him. I'm telling you, because that's what you need. You need God. Nobody can do nothing for you. If you not right with God, your life is not going to be right. Period. Get right with God, whoever y'all believe in, and hold on tight. Stay prayed up. Pray even when stuff start looking good. Pray when it's bad. Pray when it's okay. Pray when it's nothing at all. You know, be thankful, you know. And I had to remind myself that, like, you know, I am so blessed. I really have no complaints in life. I'm just ready to get to the next phase in my life, me and my children, to be honest. And that's just the bottom line. But I just want y'all to stay prayed up always, not sometimes, not when things are bad. When things are bad, good, and different, stay prayed up. Hold on tight. Read. Educate yourself. Enlighten yourself. Always read. Journal if you have to journal. Get those emotions and feelings out. Even when you don't feel anything at all. Right there. I'm not feeling anything at all. Because I have times where I have no emotion in me at all. Like, I literally have days where I don't feel a thing. Like, nothing. Like, I don't feel nothing. And I'm okay with that. Like, I don't get all bent out of shape because I don't feel nothing. Because for me not to feel nothing, it's fine with me. Like, I'm like, cool, thank you, you know. So I rather feel happy or nothing at all. I don't like to feel sad or depressed. So, and if you are going through depression, you know, I pray that y'all get up out of there. You just gotta pick yourself up every day, even if it's not picking your whole body up every day, one day at a time. Pick your arm up first one day. Pick your other arm up the next day. You know, pick your head up the next day. Pick your mind up the next day. Pick your heart up. Pick your soul up. Pick your body up and keep moving. Keep moving. Please. Get professional help if you need it. If you're against it, that's fine with me. Talk to someone. If you feel like you can't trust anyone, don't talk to people. Talk to your journal. Read it to yourself. And another thing I learned is sometimes, I know for me, when I'm in my darkest moments, and I really don't go there, but when I'm not feeling too hot and I journal it, I don't like to journal bad things about myself or journal bad feelings. I don't like to do that. I like to be positive, Patty, internally and externally. It's good for your health. I'm telling you. So anytime I'm feeling bad, what I would do is journal, rip the page out, and trash it. Because that way you never have to look back on that day again. You know, you may remember it, but you don't have to dwell on it. You don't have to reread that. You don't have to relive it. It's gone. It's like, it happened. Okay, I'm moving on. And that's a way, like, physically and mentally, that is a way to let go of the emotions or what you was going through yesterday and be able to start a brand new day the next day, honestly and truly. But being in this neighborhood it is a reminder, like, girl, you doing what you gotta do for you and them babies. Stay down until you come up. And that's what I'm gonna do, inshallah. Y'all know I'm about to be done school. I take summer classes. I'm in school all year round, y'all, because I love school. But I'm about to be done one of my classes, psychology, the 25th. Woo woo. Do some final touches today for that stuff and then be done with it. Today, the 23rd. I don't like to do nothing on the 25th or the last day. Excuse me. Also, I work night shift. Y'all know I love my new job that I have. It's nice and clean. It's easy. You don't get a lot of people. You get a little bit of people. Do your job. Get your 8 and skate. If you want to do your 16 and skate, do that too. I'm not doing that though. I'll be getting my 8s and skating. But I'm just blessed. And I just feel like everything gonna work out. And I feel like everything will work out for you too. Whoever you are. Going through whatever you're going through, hold on tight to God. You know what I'm saying? Stay prayed up. Don't neglect your prayers. You know, don't play around with God, because God will never play around with you. I'm telling you. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. See y'all.